Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
A try here for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 99. Check 99. Go. Get it.
On 2nd and 7. Lock. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Lock's throw caught by Sutton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
Lock going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Here's Lock. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Lock to throw on second down. That one taken in by Carlos Henderson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
A gain of 14 yards brings up third down.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. No. Blue jaw corkers. Hey. Motion. 90 is a mic. Check mic. Watch the ship. Let's go. Get set.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. To throw it is Locke.
But they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they could.
Got a man. It's Johnson. End zone for a Denver touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Lefty.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Trey 15. 52. Mike 52. We got to get orbit.
Now wins. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for him.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Play action. Now Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line.
And the Raiders first down.
Here we go. 120! 54! Check tight, check tight.
Wentz now on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw is Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Check. 80 weapons. Whip. Watch the whip.
A give, running right, Lindsey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They run. McFadden. He finds some open field here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Set 70, Indy. X3, 218, chopper. 5. Check. Fresno.
On first down, Locke. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Hey, Delta. 90 is the mic. Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get it.
Locke will try again on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
We got three. 90 is the mic.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12.
Tighten up, tighten up. Shoot that bomber. Shoot that bomber. Kill.
To throw, it's Wentz. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wentz now to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time for the Raiders. 47 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Wentz. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
Here we go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On first down, Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Check 50, check 50.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
General West. Switch it, come on, switch it. Check 52.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Here we go. 8-3. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Clock now on first down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Throwing on first down is Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On second down, a run with Lindsey. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsey, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game? Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, seam 6. 90 is a Mike. Check pass. 90 is a Mike. Let's get the ball. Hey, wahoo! 90 is a mic. 3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz. Five.
On second down, here's Locke. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Wentz. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It's 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a play fake. Wentz. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Here we go. Back. 180. Get out the field, defense. Sunday. Hey, 2. 52 right here. 52. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. What's this done? What's that?
On play action, it's Wentz. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. On first down, Jacobs. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
74. Hey, Haywood. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Man, I got you.
From the red zone now, Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jacobs. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, he's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Here we go. Sunday. 180. Here we go. He's coming.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Blackburn, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Come on,
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Lock now, 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Lock throwing on target to Fant, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw. Hey! Weapons.
Mike's 50.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike's 50.
Get it.
Locke looks to throw it again. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. McFadden. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Set, ready? 18, Gator. X3, 218, chopper. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Chopper! Deep rip, deep rip.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Letting one go deep for the end. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check 26, check 26.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Here we go. 120! 57. Great.
Watch out.
Hey, Charlie!
On 2nd and 12, Wentz looking long for Westbrook. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 47. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
On the double. 53. Greystone travel. You bet.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it'll bring up third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Check three, check three.
Go. Five. Hey. Five.
On third and long, it's locked. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And now they have taken a fourth quarter lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Pull it high. Yes. Hey, Delta.
On second and a yard. Block. This is the tight end Fant. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
On first down, it's Lindsay. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, but here's McFadden, and he'll go down at the 28. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Pilot, 64, weak.
Hey, check 24, check 24.
Get it.
Running again on first with McFadden. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now to the air, Rock. And he's got his man on the out route. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On third down, here's Lindsey. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
He was brought down by Eli Apple. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Go.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Go, 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 go.
Banjo, banjo.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Mike's 50. Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
He's back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute it.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9. Back to throw. Wentz. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Wentz to throw. The catch is made by Dillon Mitchell. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away, as we just saw there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll look to throw. The open man is Westbrook. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go, defense.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
X3, 218, chopper. Check. 5.
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Lindsey. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Chopper.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Down. 60 yards.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Christian travel.
To throw is locked. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for the Broncos, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at
incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in.